Hello and welcome to the official YouTube channel of Disha. This is Ruchi presenting daily news analysis. Delta plus variant of coronavirus found in several patients in Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, samples of Delta plus variant of coronavirus have been found in several patients, which has increased the possibility of third wave of COVID-19 pandemic in the state very soon. World Health Organization last month tagged B.1.6172 strain as the Delta variant of SARS-CoV-2. Now, the Delta variant has further mutated to form the Delta Plus or AY1 variant. WHO has announced a new naming system for SARS-CoV-2 variants. WHO has announced a new naming system for SARS-CoV-2 variants. It will assign labels for those variants that are designated as variants of interest or variants of concern by WHO. What is a variant of concern? A SARS-CoV-2 variant that has been demonstrated to be associated with one or more of the following changes is termed as variant of concern. Increase in transmissibility or detrimental change in COVID-19 epidemiology, or increase in virulence or change in clinical disease presentation, or decrease in effectiveness of public health and social measures or available diagnostics, vaccines and therapeutics. Currently, WHO has declared 4 variants as variants of concern, which are being displayed on your screen. Government launches National Helpline number to report cybercrime. The Ministry of Home Affairs, that is MHA, under the leadership of Union Home Minister, has operationalized the National Helpline number 155260 and reporting platform for preventing financial loss due to cyber fraud. The helpline and its reporting platform has been made operational by the Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center, that is I4C, under the MHA with active support and cooperation from the Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI, all major banks, payment banks, wallets and online merchants. Cybersecurity are the techniques of protecting computers, networks, programs and data, including critical information infrastructure, that is CII, from unauthorized access or attacks that are aimed for exploitation. Desertification and Land Degradation Atlas of India. It has been published by Space Application Center, ISRO, in Ahmedabad. The atlas provides state-wise area of degraded lands for the time frame 2018 to 2019. It was released on the occasion of the World Day to combat desertification and drought observed on 17th of June. The theme for 2021 is Restoration, Land, Recovery. We build back better with healthy land. Herbicide-tolerant Bt cotton. The illegal cultivation of herbicide-tolerant Bt cotton has seen a huge jump as the sale of illegal seed packets has more than doubled from 30 lakhs in 2020 to 75 lakhs in 2021. Bt cotton. It is the only transgenic crop that has been approved by the Center for Commercial Cultivation in India. It has been genetically modified to produce an insecticide to combat the cotton bollworm, which is a common pest. Herbicide-tolerant Bt cotton, that is HTBt. The HTBt cotton variant adds another layer of modification, making the plant resistant to herbicide glyphosate, but has not been approved by regulators. Fears include glyphosate having a carcinogenic effect as well as the unchecked spread of herbicide resistance to nearby plants through pollination, creating a variety of superweeds. Need for using HTBt cotton. It saves cost. There's a shortage of labor needed to do at least 2 weeks of weeding for Bt cotton. With HTBt, simply 1 round of glyphosate spraying is needed with no weeding. It saves approximately Rs 7,000 to 8,000 per acre for farmers. Issues emanating from illegal sale of HTBt cotton. As it is not approved by the Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, that is GEAC, illegal sale takes place in Indian markets. Farmers are at risk with such illegal cotton seed sale as there is no accountability of the quality of seeds. It pollutes the environment and the industry is losing legitimate seed sale and the government also loses revenue in terms of tax collection. It will not only decimate small cotton seed companies but also threatens the entire legal cotton seed market in India. Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, that is GEAC, it functions under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, that is MOEF and CC. It is responsible for the appraisal of actions involving large-scale use of hazardous microorganisms and recombinants in research and industrial production from the environmental angle. The committee is also responsible for the appraisal of proposals relating to the release of genetically engineered organisms and products into the environment, including experimental field trials. GEAC is chaired by the Special Secretary or Additional Secretary of MOEF and CC and co-chaired by the representative from the Department of Biotechnology, that is DBT. Disability Early Intervention Centers. Recently, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has launched 14 cross-disability early intervention centers across the country to provide support to infants and young children at risk of or with disabilities. The services provided at the centers will include screening of children and referral to appropriate rehabilitative centers, speech therapy, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, parental counseling and training and peer counseling. These centers will also focus on school readiness. Need. Scenario from 2011 census. There are more than 20 lakh children with disabilities in the age group of 0 to 6 years who belong to the categories of visually impaired, hearing impaired, locomotor disability, etc. This means that around 7% of the children in this age group suffer from some sort of disability. Other initiatives for disabled. Rights of Person with Disabilities Act 2016. Besides increasing the number of disabilities, it increases the quantum of reservation for people suffering from disabilities from 3% to 4% in government jobs and from 3% to 5% in higher education institutes. Accessible India Campaign. Creation of accessible environment for persons with disabilities, that is PWD. Unique Disability Identification Portal, that is UDID portal. The project is being implemented with the view of creating a national database for PWDs and to issue a unique disability identity card to each PWD. Deen Dayal Disabled Rehabilitation Scheme. Financial assistance is being provided to NGOs for providing various services to PWDs like special schools, vocational training centers, community-based rehabilitation, preschools and early intervention, etc. Assistance to disabled persons for purchase or fitting of aids and appliances, that is ADIP. It aims at helping the disabled persons by bringing suitable, durable and scientifically manufactured modern standard aids and appliances within their reach. National Fellowship for Students with Disabilities. To increase opportunities for students with disabilities to pursue higher education, 200 fellowships per year are granted. Schemes of National Trust. Schemes of the National Trust for the Welfare of Persons with Autism, Cerebral Palsy, Mental Retardation and Multiple Disabilities. UN elects Antonio Gutierrez for a second term as Secretary General. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Gutierrez was elected for a second 5-year term on Friday by the UN General Assembly. His appointment for a second term was on the recommendation of the UN Security Council. Gutierrez said that he will focus on trust building among nations and confidence building in his speech after the oath-taking ceremony. What is the Secretary General of the United Nations? The Secretary General of the UN is the topmost position in the UN Secretariat, the executive body of the UN that is responsible for coordination and servicing of various UN bodies. The Secretary General is chosen for a 5-year renewable term by the General Assembly on the recommendation of the Security Council. Who is Antonio Gutierrez? He is the current Secretary of the UN since 2017, and he succeeded Ban Ki-moon. He previously served as the Prime Minister of Portugal from 1995 to 2002 and as the UN High Commissioner for Refugees from 2002 to 2015. Thank you.